Hi there guys, welcome to the Jazzbus Train Plan Lift Adventures YouTube channel and welcome to the number 9 service going from Burton upon Trent to East Midlands Gateway, and I hope that you enjoy the journey. So we are in Burton upon Trent, and we are just on the site on the estate of Burton upon Trent, but we'll be heading into Burton town centre. And this route is operated by Diamond Bus East Midlands. It was originally known as Midland Classic, but however, Diamond Bus took over Midland Classic and branded it as Diamond Bus East Midlands. So I hope you enjoy the trip. So we're just heading around the estate on the Westfield Road. Now, as you know, the number 9 also goes to East Midlands Airport, which is linked up with like Nottingham, Leicester and Derby. It's a very small, it's not a major airport, it's only like a small airport terminal. But apparently it is an easy and quick airport, a bit like what you would refer with Orlando Sanford in Florida, which no longer takes international flights, but possibly a bit like Melbourne, which is on the Space Coast of Florida. So anyway, we're coming to the Queen's Hospital. So we're now at the Queen's Hospital at Burton. So this is the Queen's Hoss. And we're now heading for Burton Town Centre. So we're now heading into Burton Town Centre. And once we get to Burton Town Centre, our journey will then head for the East Midlands Gateway. So we're heading for the East Midlands Gateway, and so as you probably know, Midland Classic, known as Diamond Bus East Midlands, have a variety of buses. They have like Enviros, Scanias, Deckers, and of course the Metro Cities, especially the ex-Central buses ones that came from Kidderminster Diamond Bus. When they used to be for use on the 125, but apparently due to the fact that there's a lot of town work in Burton, they might as well have had them transferred over here when they bought them out, and they have. So it's great to see that that now some Diamond East Midlands buses have come over, ex-Central ones. And so anyway, we're now arriving at Burton upon Trent town centre. So there's the Lidl, and we'll then be heading towards so we'll be going by the Sainsbury's, where we'll start the journey full to the airport. So there's the train station in Burton. And so we're just by Sainsbury's. So this is the Sainsbury's supermarket. So here we are. Now this is Burton Town Centre. We're now in Burton, so we're just by the Cooper's Square car park. This is the Cooper's Square car park, and of course, just right opposite is the shopping centre called the Octagon. Now, there used to be a Beatties in this shopping centre, but that's now been turned into a Poundland. And anyway, we're just right by the Primark. Right then, here we are, setting off from New Street in Burton, and we now come onto High Street. And as you know, the X38, which goes to Derby, also comes from Burton. And that's run by Arriva, and also, that is operated by Arriva, and Trent Barton also run it. So here we go. We're now going by Cineworld. So the X38 is run by both Arriva and Trent Barton. So here we are now, setting off from Burton upon Trent as we now head to the East Midlands Gateway. Now, as you know, there are loads of different operators in the East Midlands. You've got Diamond, you've got Stagecoach, you've got Nottingham City Transport, Arriva. You've got Nottingham City Transport, you've got Arriva, and Nottingham City Transport operates services in Nottingham, and of course you've got Trent Barton, and of course the Red Arrow. And Nottingham City Transport has been operating around Nottingham for a good many years. And of course there's CT4N as well. And of course, here we go. We're now leaving the lovely Burton behind as we now head for the airport. Now, we're on the Empire Road now. Now, we're going past Burton-on-Trent Golf Club. And we're just coming under the National Grid. So we're now on the Ashby Road East. And this is going to take us... So we now left Burton. And we're just now travelling down the A511. And just going past Premier Inn, Burton-on-Trent East. Burton-on-Trent East. Now we're in Newhall. This is Newhall. Now we're in Swadlincote. This is Swadlincote. And we're just right by a retail park that's got a McDonald's, a Lidl, Just for Pets, and a Domino's Pizza. But we're carrying on, so we're just gone past the B&M Bargains, and of course the Pound Stretcher store. So we're now going to turn. So we're now going to turn right, left. So we've turned left, And we're now facing in the direction towards the East Midlands Airport. And then we'll head for the East Midlands Gateway. And now we're in Midway. Not Medway, Midway. And we're just by a Sainsbury's local. Okay then guys, we have just turned right. And we are on the Burton Road. So we're on the Burton Road. And we're still in Midway. And we are on our way to the East Midlands Airport. So we're on our way to East Midlands Airport. And once we get to East Midlands Airport, we'll then continue a bit longer to the East Midlands Gateway. And now we're in Woodville. So all we need to do is make our way to the airport. So we've just gone past a Tesco Express and a Greggs. So then, we're on the Ashby Road right now, and we are now in... So we're now in Boundary. So here's the sign, and now we're at the roundabout. So here's the sign here for the M42, which is the orbital motorway around Birmingham, and of course the A42. And that way goes to Leicester and Colville via the A511 and the B506. And also goes to the Ashby de la Zoche Industrial Estate, whatever that place is supposed to be called. And we are going to take this access way to go to East Midlands Airport. So we've got to head for the airport. So the airport is this way. So we're now in Ashby. De la Zouch. So this is Ashby Town Centre. Okay, continuing on our journey. Now coming out of Ashby, and we are heading for the we are going to be heading for the airport. So the airport should be not far away. Now, as you probably know, East Midlands Airport is only a small airport, so you wouldn't expect major planes to fly from there, like Virgin and Delta. United, British Airways. It's usually used for like low-cost airlines like Jet2.com, and of course a few other airlines, smaller ones. And of course like Ryanair, for example. There was Monarch, but Monarch went under in 2017, and of course you had Thomas Cook. They went under in 2019, and of course Flybe in 2020, and of course again this year because they were bought back out, and then they went into administration again. And of course there's Thomson's as well, TUI. There's TUI Airways. There was First Choice, but First Choice then was merged with Thomson, and they all became Thomson Airways, and now TUI Airways. So this is the Nottingham Road, the Notts Road. So we're now on the Nottingham Road. So we're now in Lount. Now this is the B587, and we will not be far away from the airport. So anyway, we're now in Melbourne. So we're now in Melbourne. Not to be confused with Melbourne in Australia. And of course, Melbourne, Florida. Which is the place where TUI fly their flights from the UK. They now fly into Melbourne. So we're now in Melbourne. So welcome guys to Melbourne. Okay, we're just now setting out of Melbourne, and we're now heading for the airport now. So we're just heading for the airport. And so this is just coming out of Melbourne. We're now coming out of Melbourne. And we're just now going to be heading for the airport. So hope you're all doing great. And so we are going to continue with more videos on the channel. And so the airport is so here we are. Anyway, we're just waiting. Anyway, we're now at Donington Park Farmhouse. Well, by Donington Park Farmhouse. And of course, Donington is also the place where music festivals take place, just like Glastonbury. So here we are by Donington Park. So we're now in Islay. So we're now in Islay. So this is Islay Walton. Or Islay Walton. Now, a sign coming up for the airport. East Midlands Airport, Castle Donington. So, of course, there's the DHL Express for East Midlands at East Midlands Airport. So here we are, now arriving at the airport. So this is the DHL site. The DHL Express. And just right there is, of course, the air traffic control tower at East Midlands Airport. And, of course, the wind turbines. As you know, they installed these wind turbines years ago here at the airport. So, we're just now arriving at East Midlands Airport. And very nice wind turbines. They look really environmentally friendly. Especially for power, modern, up-to-date windmills. So, we're now, here we are, just at the Ambassador Road as we approach the airport. And of course, here's the car hire companies. There's Hertz, and there's Enterprise, Avis, Budget, Europe Car. Those are all the major car hire companies. There isn't like Dollar and Alamo, because they're in America. And the same goes with National as well. So there's the control tower, and this is the passenger terminal. So welcome to East Midlands Airport, guys. This is the airport, and there's the terminal building. So there's so here's the auto service centre. So this is the airport. Welcome to the airport, East Midlands Airport, and we're going to continue on our journey as we head to the East Midlands Gateway. Okay then, guys, we're now on the Beverley Road, so we're now heading away from the airport, East Midlands Airport, and there's the airfield right there, so that's the airfield, and so that's the airfield at East Midlands Airport, and we've just gone by the Radisson Blue. Now, there is a Radisson Blue at Manchester Airport, as we know. It's actually within the airport terminal building that's connected with the 3 passenger terminals. It is close to Terminal 2 because it's connected via the Skylink walkway. And also it's close to the railway station, and then the Skylink walkway then continues to the main terminal, which is of course Terminal 1. Well, it continues to the other terminal, Terminal 1. The Skylink walkway doesn't go anywhere near Terminal 3, but however you have to access via Terminal 1. So anyway, welcome to the East Midlands Gateway. Thank you for watching, hope you enjoyed it.